For centuries, religion has provided solace, meaning, and moral guidance to billions. It has been a cornerstone of human civilization, shaping cultures, laws, and personal identities. From grand cathedrals to humble village churches, places of worship have stood as symbols of faith and community. They have witnessed countless moments of joy, sorrow, and reflection, offering a sanctuary for those in need. Religion offers a sense of community and purpose, often serving as a beacon of hope in times of despair. It brings people together, fostering a sense of belonging and shared values. Religious festivals and gatherings are not just rituals, they are celebrations of life, unity, and the human spirit. These moments of collective faith can be incredibly uplifting, providing comfort and strength to individuals and communities alike. However, it's crucial to acknowledge that religion's influence on the human psyche is not always benign. While it can inspire and uplift, it can also impose heavy burdens. The weight of religious expectations and doctrines can sometimes lead to inner conflict and emotional turmoil. For some, the pressure to conform to religious norms can be overwhelming, leading to feelings of guilt, shame, and inadequacy. While faith can be a source of strength, it can also cast a shadow, impacting mental well-being in profound and often overlooked ways. The fear of divine judgment, the struggle with doubt, and the anxiety over spiritual salvation can weigh heavily on an individual's mind. These psychological stresses are often compounded by social pressures and the fear of ostracism from one's religious community. This essay delves into the darker side of religious belief, exploring how its tenets can sometimes lead to psychological distress. We will look at the ways in which rigid dogma and strict moral codes can create an environment of fear and anxiety. The internal struggle to live up to religious ideals can be a source of significant mental strain, leading to feelings of unworthiness and despair. We'll examine how dogma, guilt, fear, social pressures, and existential anxieties, often intertwined with religious teachings, can impact mental health. The fear of eternal damnation, the guilt over perceived sins, and the pressure to adhere to religious expectations can create a heavy psychological burden. These elements can lead to a cycle of stress and anxiety that is difficult to break. Our aim is not to condemn religion but to foster a nuanced understanding of its complexities. Religion is a multifaceted phenomenon that can be both a source of immense comfort and a cause of significant distress. By exploring these dual aspects, we hope to shed light on the ways in which faith can both heal and harm, and to encourage a more balanced and compassionate approach to religious belief. By acknowledging the potential harm that certain religious beliefs and practices can inflict, we can encourage a more compassionate and informed approach to faith and mental well-being. It is important to recognize that the impact of religion is deeply personal and varies greatly from one individual to another. Understanding this can help us support those who struggle with the psychological aspects of their faith. It is essential to approach this sensitive topic with respect for individual beliefs, recognizing that religion's impact is deeply personal and varies greatly across individuals and communities. By fostering open dialogue and understanding, we can create a more supportive environment for those navigating the complex relationship between faith and mental health. Religious dogma, by its very nature, often presents a rigid framework of beliefs and interpretations of the world. While this structure can provide comfort and certainty, it can also stifle critical thinking and intellectual exploration. When individuals feel compelled to conform to strict doctrines without questioning or exploring alternative viewpoints, it can lead to intellectual stagnation. This rigidity can be particularly damaging when encountering scientific or historical information that challenges established religious narratives. The conflict between accepted religious teachings and evidence-based knowledge can create significant internal turmoil. Furthermore, strict adherence to dogma can hinder personal growth and adaptation to a changing world. Life is fluid, demanding flexibility and the ability to grapple with ambiguity. When dogma dictates responses to life's complexities, it can leave individuals ill-equipped to navigate challenges and make independent choices. This struggle is often amplified in societies where religious institutions hold significant power. The fear of being ostracized or punished for questioning dogma can lead to intellectual dishonesty and the suppression of genuine curiosity. Many religions emphasize sin, judgment, and the concept of divine punishment. These teachings are often deeply ingrained from a young age, shaping the way individuals perceive themselves and the world around them. While these teachings can encourage moral behavior, they can also instill deep feelings of guilt, shame, and unworthiness, particularly in individuals prone to anxiety or scrupulosity. The constant reminder of one's imperfections and the fear of falling short can create a relentless inner turmoil. Constant fear of divine retribution can manifest as obsessive-compulsive behaviors, anxiety disorders, and a pervasive sense of dread. This fear is not just a fleeting emotion, but a chronic state that can affect every aspect of a person's life, from their daily routines to their long-term goals. This fear is often amplified by vivid descriptions of hell or eternal damnation, particularly potent during childhood when critical thinking skills are still developing. Children are especially vulnerable to these terrifying images, which can leave a lasting imprint on their psyche. The psychological impact of these terrifying images can be long-lasting, haunting individuals throughout their lives and hindering their ability to experience joy and peace. The constant battle with these internal demons can lead to a life overshadowed by fear and anxiety. Moreover, the concept of sin can be weaponized to control and manipulate. Religious leaders or communities might use guilt to enforce conformity or silence dissent, leading to psychological abuse and a pervasive climate of fear. This manipulation can extend to various aspects of life, including personal relationships and career choices. Religious leaders or communities might use guilt to enforce conformity or silence dissent, leading to psychological abuse and a pervasive climate of fear. This environment can stifle personal growth and self-expression, making individuals feel trapped and powerless. This manipulation can be particularly damaging in cases involving sexuality, gender identity, or other aspects of personal identity that might deviate from strict religious doctrines. Individuals struggling with these issues often face intense internal conflicts, feeling torn between their true selves and the expectations imposed upon them. Individuals facing these internal conflicts might experience intense shame, self-loathing, and even suicidal ideation. The weight of these emotions can be overwhelming, leading to a sense of hopelessness and despair. It is crucial to recognize the profound impact that these teachings can have on mental health and to seek support and understanding for those affected. Section 4. Social pressures, the crushing weight of conformity. Religion often provides a sense of community and belonging, offering support and shared values. However, this sense of community can come at a price. The pressure to conform to group norms, particularly in tightly knit religious communities, can be immense. Individuals who question or deviate from established doctrines risk facing ostracism, rejection, and the loss of their support system. This fear of social isolation can be a powerful deterrent, leading individuals to suppress doubts, silence their true selves, and conform to avoid conflict. This pressure can be particularly acute for individuals who no longer identify with the beliefs they were raised with. Leaving a religion, questioning its teachings, or adopting different beliefs can lead to familial rifts, social isolation, and even threats of violence in extreme cases. Moreover, religious discrimination remains a pervasive issue in many parts of the world. Individuals from minority religious groups often face prejudice, discrimination, and even persecution based on their beliefs. This can lead to social exclusion, limited opportunities, and significant psychological distress. Section 5. The afterlife dilemma fueling existential dread. Religion often grapples with the profound questions surrounding death and the afterlife. These questions have haunted humanity for centuries, driving us to seek answers in the divine and the mystical. The uncertainty of what lies beyond our mortal existence can be both a source of comfort and a wellspring of anxiety. While the promise of heaven or reincarnation can provide comfort, offering a vision of eternal peace or a chance to live again, it can also create a paradox. The very idea of an afterlife can lead to a fixation on what comes next, rather than what is happening now. This fixation can fuel existential anxieties, making individuals question the value and purpose of their current lives. The thought of an eternal existence can be overwhelming, leading to a sense of insignificance in the face of infinity. The focus on an eternal afterlife can overshadow the importance of the present moment, causing individuals to overlook the beauty and opportunities that life offers here and now. This preoccupation with the afterlife can lead to a neglect of personal well-being and a disconnection from the world around them. This neglect can manifest in various ways, such as ignoring one's health, relationships, and personal growth, all in the pursuit of a reward in the hereafter. The belief in an eternal reward can sometimes lead to a devaluation of the finite experiences that make life rich and meaningful. Moreover, the fear of an eternal punishment, such as hell, can be paralyzing. The dread of eternal damnation can overshadow every action and decision, creating a life dominated by fear and guilt. This fear can manifest as a constant need for reassurance, obsessive religious rituals, and a crippling inability to find peace in the present. The anxiety of not measuring up to divine standards can lead to a life of perpetual self-doubt and insecurity. This crippling fear can prevent individuals from fully engaging with their lives, making it difficult to find joy and contentment in the present moment. The constant worry about the afterlife can overshadow the simple pleasures and meaningful connections that life has to offer. It can also hinder individuals from pursuing their passions, engaging in meaningful relationships, or taking necessary risks in life. The fear of eternal consequences can stifle creativity and ambition, leading to a life of missed opportunities and unfulfilled potential. The hesitation to take risks and embrace new experiences can result in a life lived on the sidelines, watching others fully engage with the world while remaining trapped in a cycle of fear and doubt. The uncertainty surrounding death is a fundamental human anxiety. It is a mystery that has driven philosophical and religious inquiry for millennia. While religion attempts to provide answers and alleviate this fear, it can sometimes deepen the anxiety by emphasizing the high stakes of securing a favorable afterlife. While religion attempts to provide answers and alleviate this fear, it can inadvertently exacerbate it by emphasizing the high stakes of securing a favorable afterlife. The pressure to live a life worthy of eternal reward can be immense, leading to a constant state of self-scrutiny and judgment. This can lead individuals to live in a perpetual state of fear and judgment, hindering their ability to find peace and meaning in their present lives. The constant worry about the afterlife can overshadow the simple pleasures and meaningful connections that life has to offer. This can lead individuals to live in a perpetual state of fear and judgment, hindering their ability to find peace and meaning in their present lives. The constant worry about the afterlife can overshadow the simple pleasures and meaningful connections that life has to offer. Ultimately, the quest for understanding the afterlife is a deeply personal journey. It requires balancing the hope for something beyond with the appreciation of the here and now. Finding peace in the present moment, despite the uncertainties of what lies beyond, is a challenge that each individual must navigate in their own way.